since I last played. And we're in.
And over here on the left side, we have Inept, who are currently 6-3 in regular season play. We've got I'm Just Casual, Rasta Monkey, Concise, and Patroclus. Goodness gracious. And then Patroclus, as production corrects me. Thank you for that. And then over on the right-hand side, we've got Flippers Down, 6-2 in regular season play, represented by 6'10 Sasquatch. Love that name. It's Wilshire, Crazy 69, and Meeks.
Yeah, and I happen to play with and against both of these teams. These are both very good teams, and I'm definitely interested to see how they're going to play out this neutral bomb here on Slayer. We see that Flippers Down is taking this bomb towards the side of Inept, and they will get it kind of near the base. We're on with Crazy here with the sniper, and he actually is going to get taken down by Casual, and Casual's actually going to take possession of that sniper in that tower. Maybe he can do something with it.
I wonder if we can hop on board with I'm Just Casual. See what he does with this sniper rifle. He picks up another kill with his bandit. Meeks here with the bomb for Flippers Down in the meantime, bringing it over into, excuse me, Inept's courtyard. I don't know how to feel about Fortress Neutral Bomb, I gotta say. It's not my particular favorite. What do you think about sticking present?
Yeah, I don't really like it that much. There's a lot of cross angles, and it's really hard to get into that base because of these cross angles. So I feel like this game is going to be pretty close all the way through, as these teams will try to get the team wipes and then get the bomb into the base. Meeks is actually going to try to drop this bomb off the map there, but misses it, and Patroclus is actually able to pick that bomb up. He will get traded off, but amazing pick off there from Patroclus onto Meeks, and we see that Rasta Monkey Jr. here, he's on with that Ovi, and he's got the bomb almost right in their base. He might try to stick the bomb here, but he will be sandwiched and taken down by Flippers Down.
Yeah, and what I've seen when I've done really well on Fortress, and when I've been nominated on it, which has happened once or twice more than I care to admit. With Neutral Bomb in particular, you kind of have to run the other team through multiple slay cycles in order to get a successful arm. Sometimes you almost get a sneaky arm there from, excuse me, from Flippers Down. It looks like they're able to do it just in time. That sneaky arm, though, is usually not the norm. I've kind of seen the most success when you and your team stand in the enemy base. You hold down either the armory side, or BR side, whatever you like to call it, or the snipe side, make the other team spawn opposite, and kind of have to rush through one or two or predetermined spots in order to get into the base and stop the bomb, maybe with one guy up in ring or in the enemy tower to spot out spawns and put shots across map.
Yeah, and as we say this, Patroclus is going for another one of those sneaky plants here. He's getting into the back of the base, despite not knowing that there's two Flippers Down players, and they will actually trade each other out. And that bomb's just going to be sitting back base as the Inept just rushes forward, trying to get this arm as Flippers Down is 3 down. But as the enemy team comes up, we have Concise here. He's going to try to arm this in the corner. He might look to be successful here, but the grenades actually get him, and Flippers Down will be able to successfully save that arm from happening. Patroclus in the middle of the map here, trying to stay alive with that Ovi. He will get a pick off, but his Ovi is now gone. And Flippers Down at this point, just trying to hold the push off from Inept as they trades go out.
I do want to shout out positioning there with the bomb, just for the fact that they got called out and wasn't able to stay alive long enough to arm the bomb. The positioning there, the intelligence to place himself in that corner, try and avoid as many of those nades as possible while arming, super duper smart, which goes to show why these two teams are in the championship match. On board now with Concise, holding down Flippers Down tower. I mean, right now, Flippers down, they have the advantage, but they are on the back foot as far as positioning goes. They have the score advantage, but you can't stay stagnant like this. You can't just go 3 down and let Inept into your base like this. Now we're going to be seeing Flippers down spawning on the VR side, maybe spawning out a little bit because of the positioning of Inept. And you see that there, they spawned out at their bottom tower, but it was a little bit too little too late for that push. We're now tied up 1-1.
Yeah, and I think Inept did a great job there of getting those slays and then getting that arm down, as we saw there a minute ago. And now we have the trades going on across the map. Flippers down, pushing up towards the middle of the map, and they're just ignoring Concise in the back of their base here. Concise going to be able to get some huge damage into the enemy team, and his teammates will clean up some kills. They also looks to be in possession of the OV and a sniper here. So they're looking to be in prime position to get another bomb off. But as I say that, their team is going to go 2 down here. Ross the Monkey with the sniper trade. And actually, Flippers down goes 3 down. So both teams have half or more of their team down here. And looks like Flippers down will have the advantage as they're defending here as Inept pushes in. And we're just at a little stalemate here.
I don't really agree with the push that was made there by the Inept player with Snipe. I would have maybe stayed back a little bit. Just they were not in a position to run that bomb in, and they especially didn't want to give up a power weapon like that. But it looks like they might be able to convert something out of this anyway. Just as I say that, Caster's Curse comes in. Patroclus, last one alive, trying to get the bomb just a little bit further away from his base. Flippers down now, in control of the bomb, and Meeks pushing in to Inept's bottom tower and laying down shots as they're spawning over the BR side of their map.
Yeah, and as this game progresses, I definitely do see the opportunities for the push-ups as the Inept or Flippers down go 3 down on their teams in the past here. One player from Flippers down going down here. The bomb is just sitting in this middle bridge, and our player there, Meeks, will get picked off. Trades just going out across the map here. We're on the Sasquatch trying to push into the enemy base, but he will get picked off from the middle of the map. Not really too much going on here with the bomb in the middle of the map. OV coming up in a second. It looks like a fight will be going on here for this overshield.
And whichever team I think wins this overshield engagement, they're going to be in a really good place to start moving that bomb up into their opponent's base. And here we have 610 Sasquatch getting the overshield, keeping the bomb alive in ring. But I would say maybe it would have been a little bit better if he was on this tower side of the map already. He would have had a little more cover to work with to lay down shots, even though Crazy69 doing nice to get this double kill. Being alive in Inept's VR spiral, being a total pest, as we like to say. Keeping them honest, keeping them busy, but says no with that repulse. Stay away. But all in all, just a little bit of a missed opportunity from Flippers down. Even though they were able to get control of that overshield, they weren't able to do as much with it as they wanted to. And had Zeiss winning the huge BR battle on his wing versus its Wilshire. Bomb is still currently not being handled very much. It's now in the hands of Flippers down. Just as I say that, they've got it into Inept's basement. Concise doing its best to try and stay alive, but not able to do so. Now that the bomb is over on Inept's side of the map, though, we need to see if Flippers down can manage to keep it there and maybe convert this into a second bomb arm.
Yeah, and Inept doing a good job of doing defense here on their side of the map, as they did get practically a full team wipe as 3 went down and the last player went down shortly afterwards. And now, just as I say that, Caster's Curse, Inept goes full down right there. The sniper goes down on that left tower, and overshield coming up in 0 seconds. Hopefully that flipper's down. We'll be able to get control of that and get a push off as we approach the 2-minute mark as into this bomb game. And 610 Sasquatch with a nice snipe off the rack there, and he's just gonna be holding Inept's base. 4 enemy players. He will spot one in the bottom of the base, tried to fire a shot, and unfortunately he will not make it. Getting shots from the bridge from basically the entire team of Inept. He will stay alive here, and there's a massive fight going on the other side of the map. Flipper's down looking to win this, and they're moving the bomb into the base here.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Inept is all alive, but none of them are in position to really get a stop on this bomb until basically just now. Oh, that was almost a 2-for-1 right there. 610 Sasquatch staying alive with the snipe, actually leading the lobby by 1 kill, 2 kills now with 22, and a decent amount of assists with 10. So definitely stepping up for Flippers down, he is. We're about to actually hit the 1-minute mark, and if you are just tuning in, you've never seen Neutral Bomb played on the Halo Rec League stream before, you're wondering what happens at the end of 1 minute. The game will go into sudden death overtime. There'll be 3 minutes added to the clock, and whoever arms the bomb after that will win the game. If no one arms the bomb, we play round over again with the full time limit, and it's again sudden death. Whoever gets the bomb arm at that point will win the game. I don't know. I don't know if you caught any of the last match, but there were a number of games where it went like down to the wire. I'd be interested to see at least one sudden death overtime in this series. You know, it's championship week. You want these to go down to the wire. You want both these teams to give everything they got.
Yeah, and I've definitely seen my fair share of really long bomb games as the overtimes just keep coming in. And as we say this, Flippers down is pushing that bomb into the base as we approach the 2-second mark. Inept holds the OV, and here we go. Sudden death, 3 minutes on the clock, and both teams fully up here. Crazy getting pushed in this tower. I don't know how he's managed to stay alive so far, and just as I say that, he gets taken down. Couple bullets left in this sniper for Rostamunchi Jr., but he will get taken down. Concise just holding this bomb in the enemy's base, trying to be sneaky here and maybe get an arm, but once he starts aiming, he will definitely be spotted out. He gets a melee onto the enemy team and will unfortunately die there in the base. He will get traded out, but that bomb will just be sitting there in the open for Inept. And look at that, Inept actually trying to make an arm here as Flippers down tries to prevent it, and looks like Flippers down will successfully prevent that. And wow, nice Hail Mary there from Rostamunchi Jr. as he gets into that base. He's just trying to get these slays off on the side of Flippers down as they try to get this bomb into their base.
And Flippers down, able to stop it though, playing the bomb. It's actually something a little unique about this particular map. You can play that bomb off the edge of the map and have it reset in the middle. That's something that I bet there are times you want to do that in Halo 2 on Midship, or maybe on Sanctuary, if you remember that from Halo Reach, playing Neutral Bomb. But here though, minute 30 left. Both these teams kind of in a dead heat almost. Neither team has really been able to get the better of each other. Both the arms that are on the board here were kind of scrappy, sneaky arms. Either team has had the edge in terms of map control, in terms of slaying, anything like that. You have great plays coming out, people like Concise here, who is staying alive really well in Flipper Down's base. But there's a minute left, and it takes a little bit to arm the bomb. And it looks like Inept might have an opportunity here. Crazy doing his best to try and get the bomb out, but does not succeed. At the same time, though, Inept does not succeed with bomb arm. They had a good opportunity, but they kind of didn't get on there quite fast enough and didn't catch the Inept spawners quite fast. I'm sorry, flippers down spawners. So that push, unfortunately, fails. Flippers down now looks like they might have a bit of an opportunity. They have the bomb in Inept's armory in the hands of Extend Sasquatch. Going himself with the big name. Does not get the kill, unfortunately. Bomb is still in that player's hands. I don't know if they realize that clock will not keep on going if the bomb is in somebody's hands, but it doesn't matter. They play the ball.
You happens here, but I feel like it's definitely a possibility with how evenly matched these teams would be. And now we're in here.
That would be something to see. The only time I can think of anything remotely similar happening was there was a Halo 2 anniversary event way back when. I want to say it was 2015, but I might be wrong. You had CLG and Noble Black, if I remember right, who had to replay a Sanctuary Slayer as production goes, oh yeah! Had to replay Sanctuary Slayer something like 3 or 4 times in a row. And just, that was an absolutely crazy thing. And as we're yapping here, Flippers down, very nearly getting the sneak arm. Inept managing to stop them, but only just. That was darn close. Maybe we shouldn't yap quite so much. or perhaps just me. But here we are, on board with Concise. Picks up Wilshire, picks up a double kill in Ring, going for the triple kill. Hasn't gotten it yet, but staying alive and Ring holding that down. Keeping the Flippers down sniper from being able to do too much. I mean, Inept's now in a really good position. I do feel like Concise is now a bit overextended. He needs his team over here just as soon as they can possibly get here. He's doing a great job at staying alive, but Flippers down wisely is just gonna blow past him at the moment and focus on getting the bomb. Inept though, his team, Concise teammates, making the plays, getting the slays, and now they're moving that bomb in here. Concise now playing the role of a Secret Service agent, staying in front of his teammate. Unfortunately, it does not work out, but it got real close right there. Extend Sasquatch just breathing a big sigh of relief.
Yeah, and Inept there had the push right in there, and they had the slays, had the team shots, and it just came down to the very milliseconds there as Flipper down just barely was able to stop that arm. And as we speak here, they're actually pushing up here, and Inept gets shoved in their base. And they're doing a good job of getting their team shots. I think Inept right now is doing the better job of getting those slays, especially with those team shots. Concise did a great job back there in that base. I think that would have been what cleared up the space for Inept to get that close. And Slay's just going out right now as we're on with Wilshire trying to sneak this bomb into the base, and he's actually going to get sniped by I'm Just Casual sitting out there near the tower side. And now Inept is going to try to get possession of this bomb, but 610 Skashwatch and Casual having a little sniper battle right now. See if one of them can actually get the kill on one another, and Sasquatch going to be able to land a shot. Will not. Lands a shot again right there, but he will not be able to capitalize the kill. Casual doing a great job of playing his life here, and this bomb is just sitting in the middle of the map while players try to get their slays.
This is a big play from Casual, staying alive. In the backsmack here, and his teammates managed to clean up the Flippers down sniper. I don't know that I would have necessarily run the bomb right there. Just, it's not like a complete sudden death situation the way that you usually have. You have the full game clock. You have plenty of time. You don't need to make that kind of hero play. Or, back in the day, you call it a montage play. You don't need to make the montage play there to get moved in. Patroclus, last alive for Inept, has the overshield, but I don't know what he's going to be able to do with it here. Because as soon as he gets into an engagement, Flippers Down is going to hunt him down.
Yeah, and there he goes. Inept's going 2 down here. Flippers Down trying to get a little push here off those sleighs. They will be pushing into the bottom of the map here, in the middle of the map, where 2 Inept players are sitting. No sleighs coming out yet, and Inept's actually doing a great job with those sleighs. As I say that, 2 people go down, Caster's Curse right there. And now we're on with Sasquatch with the sniper. We're pulse jumping up in the middle of the map, tries to get the no scope, but will get taken down. Definitely even slays across the board here, although I will say Inept has a slight edge, concise and casual being those top slayers for the team. And Wilshire just trying to stay alive here. Inept's actually trying to push into the base here. I'm not sure if that's a good idea with the map position they hold. They're not spread out. They're just trying to kind of blunt force their way into the base, and that didn't work. As you can see, multiple of their team go down, and Flippers Down will be able to take control of that bomb area. And wow, look at that. Flippers Down actually goes 3 down. Caster's Curse again. And Meek's just trying to toss that bomb out as far as possible before the net takes that bomb. And look at that. It's being armed. This might be it here. Bomb is down. Both teams 3 down here. This sleigh is actually huge. No one dead yet.
Oh my
Casual
goodness.
able to get the sleigh, trying to stay alive here. He will get taken down, and Flippers Down will take possession of the bomb again. And there we go, back to stalemate after that close call.
They're just keeping us all awake late tonight. It was a good play though out of Inept. They got the bomb into Flippers Down's courtyard. They got it in there, and then they faded away, stayed alive, managed to get some more sleighs, and very nearly had the arm right there. I think it just came down to a few sleighs going not the way that they wanted to. Very nearly hitting that shot there, concise. And I don't know.
And they're arming.
They're arming. Yeah,
And
finally,
they did it.
Patroclus clutching it up.
Yeah, and I think they were just barely able to sneak that bomb in there as Flippers Down spawners were trying to clean it up, and Flippers Down unable to clutch it that time. I want to give a shout out to Concise there. Huge slays out from him. 21, 8, and 7.
I wonder if that's going to continue here in the Contender League.
Yeah, and we're in here with everyone. Patroclus here taking control of that top mid, taking a fight. Amazing strafe by Wilshire to stay alive, but he will unfortunately go down here. And we're on with Patroclus trying to push in this enemy base, and that will not be so much of an effect as Fortress, as obviously that does not make a difference. This is not an objective game. This is a Slays game. And now we see Crazy 69 with that camo. Unfortunately, I did not see what he did there. He is 3-0, so I'm assuming he did something with that camo. And he's going to be taking a fight here up top P side against this Inept player, and he unfortunately will look away from the direction that they will be pushing. And look at that. Flippers Down. 4 down. That is pretty big there for the team of Inept. And they'll try to be repositioning here to catch these next spawners.
On board here with Concise, 3-1 currently. This is a very even game, like I was expecting it to be. 8-7 in favor of Flippers Down. Concise catching out a player at blue table, takes them down. Just they do. 9-9 now. Almost 10-9. I'm not quite sure how he lived through that. And picks up.
And he gets another one.
That's an incredible play out. Concise right there. They trade out though. 11-11, 12-11 now. I'm sorry, in favor of Inept now. 13-11 as Rasta Monkey Jr. picks up the double kill. Looking for the triple kill. Also trying to look for the camouflage, which goes in the hands of Patroclus. Got the camouflage, he's got the battle rifle. Let's see what he can do with these two things. He's hearing the callouts. He knows that Flippers Down is all over on pink side. They clear that out. Now they're going to look across the map over to utility side. See if they can pick up a few kills here. Actually, picks up one, but unfortunately goes down. I would like to see him play that a little bit more slowly, especially as Inept has now increased the lead to 18 to 13.
Yeah, we're back on with Concise here, the main slayer of his team, going 10-2 right now. Very impressive for this early in the game. He's going to try to be taking this fight in the back base of Flippers Down, and he will go down, unfortunately, to whoever that player was. I did not quite see their name on screen, and just like I said, we see the heat wave coming out from players of Flippers Down here. Ross the Monkey trying to stay alive back in their base, and he will get traded out. And Inept 2 down here. This game still pretty close, even though Inept did pull ahead earlier. It's now 20 to 18, only a 2-kill difference. And Flippers Down definitely bringing this back here. 610 Sasquatch, excellent grenade placement to take down Casual there. And yeah, this is definitely a very close game as Flippers Down brings back that lead that Inept had. And look at this. Wiltshire actually really good flank here. Also coming in with kind of a pincer movement with Meeks with the heat wave, and he will unfortunately run into 2 Inept players, somehow stay alive and get a pick, and yeah, the lead is basically even at this point.
That was some fantastic positioning out of Wilshire. He was able to use cover very effectively and take that engagement exactly how he wanted to, and that's how he was able to pick up that kill and stay alive the way that he did. And that is really, really crucial for any game type that you play, but especially in a Team Slayer here where your kills and deaths are the currency of your team's victory. Crazy69 here, hopping on board, taking down the camo player with help from 610 Sasquatch, picking up another kill with the help of Wilshire. Just as Inept brought it back and had a pretty sizable lead, now all of a sudden Flippers Down. They're in position 28 to 20, or I'm sorry, 29 to 22 as Crazy69 picks up that kill. 8 kills for Crazy69, 9 now as he keeps his fly on the wall here so that I always look silly. And we're at the halfway point, 31 kills to 22.
Yeah, and I feel like
this is where things get really, really crucial, where every single death counts that much more.
Yeah, I feel like Inept had those initial slays off the bat, but what I feel like Flippers Down is doing great this game, which is actually what Inept did last game, is they're getting all the team kills. I've seen their scoreboard, and it's a lot more even, with a lot more assists than on the side of Inept. And just as I say that, Inept's going to go take down 2 players of Flippers Down in that base there. Concise, 14-8, definitely the leader of the lobby in totals. But yeah, Flippers Down definitely doing a better job of those team kills. I see a lot more assists across the board on that side. But actually, Inept kind of bringing it back a little bit here. I see some more assists for some key players like Casual, even though he's got that 3-8, not a good, or 3-10, not a good scoreline. Look at that. He just picked up 2 more assists, and he's got 10 assists now, the assist leader of the lobby. And yeah, Inept bringing it back again, kind of back and forth leads here from each team, as Inept had it at first, Flippers Down took it, and now Inept is bringing it back.
They are, and I'm Just Casual gets away with the camouflage. Only down by 2 kills, but kind of come down to how effectively can I'm Just Casual utilize this camo. And while he's managed to stay alive, I feel like he hasn't done too much with it as far as picking up a quick blue kills. He picks him another one there, but reveals himself out in the open. And Flippers Down rightly, team shots him, takes him down. 39 to 35, so just Inept feels like they're coming back. Flippers Down has stepped on the gas. They're up by 5 kills as we hit the 40 kill mark. This is where, the margin of error for Inept goes down to nearly 0.
Yeah, and they're looking to kind of bring back this lead, 38 to 40 now. They're not doing a too bad job of getting those slays. They're definitely playing together but Flipper's down. I think he's got the better cross angles as of right now, and that's why they hold this 4-kill lead now. 5-kill, just as I speak, and this might turn 6 in a second. He whiffs the melee, actually, but it doesn't matter anyways. Whoever that player was, Patroclus, goes down there, and Inept gets a little team wipe, gets team wiped there, and that just extends Flipper's down lead even more, 39-45. And like you said, the margin for error for Inept here is basically 0. They're gonna have to play almost perfect Halo at this point in order to bring this back here, as they're down now 7.
Yeah. And it just kind of comes down to what I wanted to say earlier, just Meeks and Wilshire staying alive over at pink side. Meeks taking the fight initially, going down to one shot, but backing up, staying alive. Wilshire, I believe it was right behind him, was able to come in and help clean up the people that Meeks had made weak. 48-43 now, 49-43, as 610 Sasquatch has the heat wave in hand. He's looking for the final kill. Sees it in front of him. Wilshire takes it. And we have ourselves a tied series, 50-43 in favor of Flipper.
Especially if you have that control. And here we go. We're on with Concise, taking that top control route, taking a fight with Crazy69 there. No kill yet from either of them. And I like what Crazy69 here is doing, playing their life and trying to play with the team. And look at that. Flippers down have that setup I was just talking about there, that B and C hold. I think that B hold in general will just be huge for them in terms of this game, even though Inept have that AC hold. Like I said, see, like here in this defensive position for Inept, that whoever was on that B, I think it was Sasquatch, just got demolished by shots and grenades. And Inept actually be looking to take control of this AC hold, and a nice stick by Casual there before he goes down.
And now we have Flippers down. They're able to maybe convert this into an AB hold, which kind of the opposite of you. I kind of like the AB hold a little bit better. With the other team spawning over at C, they're limited as far as where they can push. Yeah, they can't really be bottled up the way it can be at Elevator or at A. But when you're spawning over at C, you're limited as far as where you can push, and the main avenues of approach for you can be crossed very easily by players at Elevator and at Gold, and even in Turbine. You can see people spawning, say, at C Plat, for example, and melt them from there. If they go long haul, you can melt them that way. They try and go long haul and hop into Attic. That's a very easy approach to shoot at across map. If they go low through Camo Pit, actually, that doesn't work out very well either. Inept taking control here with an AC hold for the moment.
Oh, that's huge.
And that's a huge win for Concise at Batteries as they get that B hill back in the hands of Inept, and also get hold of the sniper rifle. I say sniper rifle, it is the shock rifle. But let's see if he can zap somebody over at A. Misses the shot on 610 Sasquatch, hoping that he's spoken out, but Sasquatch is not going to do that for him. Let's see what other kills he can pick up with it, though, as we have two players from Flippers down pushing B. I don't know, I don't quite agree with that play there. I would not have jumped out from Gold and thrown the life away like that. And the direct result of that now is Flippers down has taken control of A and B, and also gained control of the shock rifle. So, oh no, yeah, great if you're Flippers down, not so great if you're Inept.
I was about to say, as you're talking, Flippers down went 3 down there, and then Inept went actually 4 down. So Flippers down now with the control of AB. Inept trying to get that B stronghold back, but that's actually going to be very tough for them. Like I said, that B stronghold is very hard to capture and then very easy to keep once you have it. So Flippers down actually going 3 down here, and look at that, Inept's actually going to be able to get that B stronghold back. I think that's going to be pretty huge moving forward in this game as they approach the 90 kill mark, and Inept actually looking for a triple cap here, even though 2 members of Flippers down are still up. As I say that, B is looking to become captured for the side of Flippers Down. And it will be. But now they have A and C in their control. But it did look like Flippers Down was going to push that A stronghold. And yep, they're capturing it right now. Fights going on. Not quite sure what's happening. And it looks like Inept will regain possession of the A stronghold. And they're just going to continue their lead. Nice shot from Crazy69 with that shock rifle. Just trying to push into the C stronghold. And I'm not sure you want to do that. I think you want to push A here if you are Flippers Down. It's gonna be a little bit easier to push than C. And Inept going 2 down here. Even slays across the board. 2 down for each team. Concise doing a great job getting those slays. 10 kills, and unfortunately Crazy69 will get flanked here, and he will get taken down. Flippers Down looking kind of balled up on this B stronghold, and they're gonna need to get out of here if they want to turn this game around.
The fact that they're holding it right now is kind of immaterial. They're gonna lose it pretty quickly as soon as they push A or C. Now that they have this C hill, I would actually say they need to kind of do a circuit of the map with this C hill. They've got 2 down for Inept. They kind of need to just immediately flood into A as fast as they possibly can, get that under control, and then from there rotate again, take down B. And again, it's just they're kind of getting to the point where they're going to run out of time, so they need to do this as fast as they reasonably can. They also need to just be a little careful with their positioning and not give up A, not let Inept spawn behind them in any kind of way. And it doesn't look like they were able to do that, unfortunately.
Yeah,
we have both teams now just running around the map. I'm sorry.
You're good. Flippers Down goes 3 down, and Inept's just gonna be able to get that control back. They're gonna get that A-B hold now, a little bit different. They're actually going for the triple cap. This game looks to be getting away from the hands of Flippers Down, and as this game just goes on, they just seem to be starting to run around the map, not knowing what to do, as Inept just full in control here. Approaching 200 points, and the slays are just coming in for Concise here. 17 and counting. And yeah, the strongholds are just constantly rotating at this point, but Inept with the stronghold advantage for this time, they're just capping one, and so their points keep coming, even though Flippers Down are also capturing strongholds as well. And as I say that, actually, Flippers Down is able to take control of both B and C. Another Caster's Curse thing there. Amazing strafe by whoever that was to be able to evade being picked off there. And they look to be going for an A-B hold here. Whoever that is, trying to push into that gold side. I think he will get taken down pretty fast, though, as Flippers Down are just overwhelming on that side of the map. And I don't know if I like what Wilshire is doing there, pushing out into Whirlpool where he doesn't need to necessarily go. I think the play there would just be to just hold A with your team. And a little sneaky play from Ross Monkey Jr. here, trying to keep that C capture, but Crazy69's just got the shots down and will be able to take that stronghold, but just gets traded out again. And man, these trades just going out across the map, and we kind of look to be at a little stalemate right now. Flippers Down seem to kind of bring it back after that big lead that Inept took, and Flippers Down is going to be in the same situation they were in earlier when they lost that massive amount of points. There is Inept looking for that AC hold. The funny thing is that's the hold that we never actually touched on when we said the best hold, and Inept just seemed to be doing perfectly fine with that hold.
Yeah, they have been, but we'll say I don't like the AC hold because you have for the weaker half of the map, if that makes sense, under your control. You have A and C, but gold is kind of power position for your team. You have the sniper rifle there, you have a lot of cover to work with. You have easy access back into A, you have easy shooting angles onto C. It's definitely something that you want to hold down. If you're doing A and C, you kind of don't want to do that because you don't want to give up positioning around your 2 strongholds. It's not like you can't win with that hold, it just makes it quite a bit harder. But looks like Inept has some experience doing it because they are making it work. And it's quite impressive they are able to do that. Flippers down though, showing some life. They got B under control. Recaptured A. I really want to see them do a strong A-B hold here. Trap Inept over it. See, keep them there. And maybe also hold some of those crosses a little bit more diligently. Don't soar out into bottom mid and abandon those power positions. Like, the camouflage is not up here. You don't need to leave the turbine area. You need to be watching for those crosses. You need to be watching, say, the cross from C plat over into power.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's exactly what Sasquatch just did there. He just ran around the map, went into that bottom pit. He gets a lucky pick off that pre-fire sticky grenade, and he will be able to get a nice melee. But as you can see, Inept still has that point advantage. Flippers down, doing a nice job of actually bringing that back there. They had a close call there with Sasquatch and I think another player of Flippers down running around that map, not abandoning their power positions. But look at that. Flippers down, kind of bringing it back here, and they have a chance. I'm around with Wilshire here with that camo in bottom elevator. He will be able to get a nice pick here onto a Inept player. And yeah, they got that strong A-B hold like you were talking, and it seems to be working perfectly good as Inept players try to push in. Doesn't seem to be working, though, and Wilshire chasing for this double with that camo, and they're just, yeah, they're holding strong, looking to be encroaching on Inept's lead, actually.
I'm going to reference also Tira Snipes in chat from our champion division, pointing out gold is only strong if you also have A watching the cross. So long as you've got A, you can bait C and use that to push for gold. And she is absolutely, absolutely correct with that. And you're seeing the results of that here with Flippers down, bringing this score ever, ever closer. 200 to 212, and Wilshire keeping B alive. Very nicely played right there, but I feel like he pushed out maybe a little too far, or at least did not get back to A soon enough, because here's I'm Just Casual getting the B capture briefly, but Flippers down, coming back in time to recapture it. Inept answering right back over at B. I kind of feel like Flippers down is again doing what they should not be, which is kind of rushing around the map a little bit too much. Now they're on an A and C hold. Oh, never mind. Inept stops the C capture. Let's see if Flippers down can get B, though. He has 610 Sasquatch in the B hill. He's going to be able to get that. Inept is all over on C side of the map. Camo's coming up in the next 10 seconds. This game is fixing to be decided in the next spell. 15, 20 seconds here. Who's going to win the team fights? Who's going to get the camouflage? It looks like Flippers down is going to get the better of Inept here, at least for the moment. They've won the team fight. Inept still managed to capture A and put a few points on the board.
Oh, huge nade.
Oh wow, that nade almost ruined Sasquatch's entire day, but managed to stay alive. They've got Sniper in the hands of, I believe that's Crazy 69, and now Inept is kind of in this trap where they are having to rush. Having to rush because they are completely out of time. And even though Flippers down, not necessarily in the best positions, it doesn't matter. Inept is putting themselves out of position because they have absolutely no choice. And it's a little bit too late as Sasquatch plays Ring Around the Rosie with a player from Inept, and Flippers down goes up 2-1 in the series. Difficulty. It's going to be if they can get hold of Camo and Snipe in the same player. I love having Camo Snipe on this map. I love the opportunities that you can take with it. As Flippers down is the first team to touch the hill, but they are going 2 down almost immediately. 3 down, actually, if Concise wins that battle, and he does. Flippers down getting a little bit more time in this hill, but I don't think they're going to be able to hold it too well. Flippers down takes down 1 player, Concise, Absolute in the hill, just to stay alive. 2 players pushing from Flippers down over a truck, and we're right in the situation that I figured we would be. Stalemate, even though Inept is doing a pretty good job with getting a little bit of scrap time in this hill. They're actually already more than halfway there. And they're not living on a prayer, as Bon Jovi would say.
Yeah, and huge kill from whoever that Flippers down player was. They were one shot for a long time, and Inept though with that a lot of time on that pit hill, and Flippers down with the control now, but Inept looks to be flooding in here. I'm not sure if the flood is going to be what they want though. Nice little kind of I think it was a pancake there, but I'm not quite sure. From that Flippers down player, and look at that Flippers down going 3 down, almost a huge kill from that Flippers down player, but he will go down, and Inept will be taking the first hill, just like I predicted. And now we're moving into this market hill here, and let's see what happens.
Yes, I lost the bet, but hey, that's okay. I was never much of a gambler. On board now with I'm Just Casual, holding down the hill for Inept here in Yard. And managing to stay alive, loving the use of the cover there by both him and by Rasta Monkey. They're already halfway on this hill. Just the scrappiness that Inept has been showing with both of these hills thus far is just awesome. It's just some, I don't know, I'm having a hard time expressing it, but just, it is an underrated skill, I would say, and so are the skills with the bandit that Rasta Monkey's got. He is going to put this hill away for Inept. They're now up 2-0. This is not quite going the way that I was expecting, but hey, I'm all for it. I'm down for a Game 5 in this series. That would just be the perfect cap off to the mixed championship week. Rasta Monkey still alive, only 2 deaths, the least number in the lobby, and as soon as we say that, of course, the Caster's Curse has to come into play, but incredible run out of him. 2 down now for both teams. It's Wilshire for Flippers down. Trying to get a little bit of time for his team, trying to get Flippers down on the board. Staying alive right now, but kind of want to see a little bit more control of snipe side from Flippers down here so that Wilshire can sit in this hill without being bothered quite so much.
Yeah, and
he's getting constantly pelted by people at ledge, by people inside of cafe. The fact that he's staying alive for as long as he is a testament to his skill, is a testament to his team helping him out. But again, the more snipe control they have here for this hill, the better.
Yeah, I'm surprised Wilshire was actually able to stay alive that long on that last hill before this one. Great job by Rasta to cap that out as the Flippers down 1-4 down earlier. And now Inept look to have some control of this third hill. Already 2 up, so if they get this third hill, it's basically game over at that point. Actually, it is game over. Never mind. If they get this hill, because it is majority. I didn't realize that for a second. There's a big camo player from Flippers down, and they actually will be able to stay alive there. Didn't think of the words to say. And Slay is just going across out. Crazy looks a little bit lost here. Doesn't know where he looks. Doesn't know where he wants to go here. But he will be able to get some damage down and trades out with the melee. Both teams 2 down here. Inept getting pushed on this hill, but they're actually managing to get a solid chunk of time on this hill as Flippers down spawns in the back grab lift, which actually isn't a bad spot for them to push or spawn at, but it's not the most ideal either. And yeah, Inept actually looking to come back on this hill here, and they actually might take this here as Flippers down goes 3 down.
Just that bottom snipe lift spawn, I really don't like spawning there because you're very limited as far as where you can push down from. Your choices are lift up the snipe lift, which is very loud and very predictable as far as where you're going to land, or go out through the bottom snipe lift over towards truck, which means you're on the lowest part of the map. The rest of the enemy team can just shoot at you with impunity. It's not my favorite. It's just not where I like spawn. Flippers down, definitely now on the back heel, down 3-0. Can they still win? Absolutely they can, and we have seen all throughout tonight. It ain't over till it's over. So, Flippers down, do not give this up. Meeks, you milk this hill for all it's worth. And just make the best of it.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure, but I'm pretty sure King of the Hill only has a set amount of hills. He doesn't go till one team specifically captures it. I'm pretty sure it's 5 hills. So if I'm right, then Inept has already won this hill for this game, and we will be going to game 5. But I'm not 100% sure. So there still could be the case where Flippers down brings this back. Not likely, as Inept is just doing a great job. They're about to get another cap on this pit hill, as Patroclus is just getting all the kills from behind as they just flood into that hill, and they're just Flippers down, not paying attention to these little lurkers behind their enemy line, and there we go. Inept will take that game 4-0. Now we are in here. Inept looking to be running for that Rockets. So will Flippers down. Obviously, you want control of that. And Wilshire will just go down to a massive amount of grenades here. This Flippers down player being pushed. And that's actually a triple kill from Sasquatch from across the map. Huge play from him. And there's the last. Will be taken down by team shots. And Flippers down, starting out with a nice lead of 4-1. Rockets, I'm pretty sure, are in their possession, as well as Snipe. So that's actually going to be huge for Flippers down.
Yeah, 6-1 lead. That's a great start for Flippers down, and it kind of speaks to, I think I mentioned it a little bit earlier, and I know I did in the previous match. The Rocket side of the map is less important than Snipe side. The Rocket side is the tallest part of the map. That does matter as far as getting superior position, but it's also very, very exposed. The Snipe side is a little bit lower. Not by much, but it is a little bit lower, but it has a lot more cover to work with and a lot more precise weapon to reach across the map with in the form of that sniper rifle. 610 Sasquatch, staying alive, has not died as of yet. He's kind of just patrolling around, being a total pest for Inept. He's on out players for his team, makes him another kill before finally going down, but trying to spot them out, put some shots, and let his teammates know where they're at so that they can push in and clean up his mess. Here we have
and
Wilshire. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. Flippers down, just extending their lead even more. 14-6 now, and Inept's just kind of stuck in their base here. Casual gets backsmacked. Wilshire trying to live here, and he will actually do so, trying to get some moves on these players of Inept. He'll actually be able to get a flank after that. Concise gets sniped out of the midair by Sasquatch, and their lead just keeps getting bigger. 11 kill lead as of right now. Pretty even slays across the board for them. And Inept just trying to come back here.
I'm just seeing almost like two-man wrecking balls running through Flippers down. You were seeing Wilshire, and I believe it was Meeks. I might be wrong. I probably am, but Wilshire and one of his teammates over at the snipe side just working so well together, baiting and switching out, coming back out perfectly to help each other, and just keeping the Inept players completely off balance. On board Rasta Monkey, let's see if he can help his team turn things around. He's not had a strong game here as he's had previously, but taking the fight with Sasquatch ends up going down, unfortunately. The Caster's Curse coming in strong, as always. It's Wilshire chasing down a player over at bottom snipe. 610 Sasquatch picks that up, and now we're going to see the snipe in the hands of Wilshire. Let's see if he can find players from Inept, and it looks like the Inept player is going to find him first. Snipes down over at Red Refrigerator. Meeks over here at Blue Flag. Let's see if Inept can find that sniper rifle and put it to use. I don't know if they actually have.
And Inept actually being able to come back a little bit here. Ross the Monkey with the sniper gets a pick off onto Flippers down. And I do want to say something. Inept has looked a little more lost on this map than Flippers down. I don't know if that's because the team overall just has practiced it less, or they truly don't know where they're going. And this Inept player just running over that top mid there where the rockets spawn, trying to live. And we have almost 6'10 Sasquatch right now, the main slayer of the lobby, with that sniper in that top spot, just trying to spot out players. Oh my god, and as we speak, nice snipe from him onto players. There's a double kill for Sasquatch, looking for more. And unfortunately, he will not be able to find any players from Inept. But Flippers down extends their lead more again. Now 14 kills. This is, I think, the biggest lead of any lobby yet, especially more than that Aquarius Slayer. And Inept's really going to have to bring this back here if they want to win.
And I don't know about staying up here for as long as he has. He's picking up another body shot. That's very good. But I would say maybe relocate the flag. But I guess if you're hitting body shots and picking up more kills, I guess you don't need to listen to me. You know, you can disregard the fly on the wall. But it looks like he was just waiting around for those rockets. Manages to get away with them. And things are starting to look really bad if you are on the side of Inept. There is a massive lead to contend with, but I will also say, again, it's not over till it's over. We saw a crazy comeback in the first series of the day on Aquarius Slayer. We may see one here. Let's find out. Meantime, 8 kills for Flippers down to close this series out and become your Chumpions.
Yeah, and Sasquatch just put in the works here with his power weapons, the sniper, the rockets, you name it. He's just getting slay after slay with these, and they've just shortened their path to victory even more. 7 kills, counting 6 kills now, and Inept still has half the slays to go here.
This is the Sasquatch show, 100% this game.
Yeah, Sasquatch, I'm pretty sure we've been on with him for basically like half the game at this point, and he's just rolling over Inept players. 5 kills to go for Flippers down. Will win this championships match. This Inept player has no idea he's there, and Sasquatch almost at the 20 kill mark. Almost half the kills for the team of Flippers down has come from Sasquatch. Gets another one. Gets another one. Give him the killing frenzy. Holy!
And the sniper
he's got the sniper now. Give him one more kill. Get him that.
Do it to him. Do it to him.
Get him that 20 bomb in the Slayer. He still has a chance here. And yeah, I don't know what Inept's gonna do here. One more kill till Flippers down win, and it's basically done at this point. And there's the final player. Steak-tacular for Flippers down, and there you go. Flippers down are your Chump.